Hello.
Greetings, salutations, and good morrow, and welcome to the Silver Star Court of Scorn, episode 7.
Yeah.
Who
Nice.
wants to give me the recap?
Yo, I'm double dipping. They called me go in once, come out twice. Books. Me, the back guy with the dick.
Do you want me to go get your theme?
Actually, can I get some like fucking real downer, somber fucking music, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Puts up your theme.
That's pretty funny, Barn.
It's like- There you go.
Thank you.
Is it playing?
Uh,
Just start when it starts playing.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Maybe. All right. All right. Bats time on the Silver Star. The party began our adventure by collecting as much black silver as we could from the dissolved statue. Inside the statue, Dante noticed that a scroll lay deep within. The scroll itself seemed to be a warning of some sort, with a message that is still uncoded. Next, we journeyed into the heart of this land of which I was all too familiar. We found ourselves upon a dojo, an altar of the wooden element, the realm of Muto, a large being made from wood and bark. We would discuss with one another the intricacies of our values and beliefs. I would be transparent about the mission we had been placed on, and that we needed to take the scepter. The being would inform me that taking such an item would put their home in danger, that we would outright be killing them if we did. Something wasn't right. I spent a lot of time reflecting and pondering upon why we had been placed here, and something felt wrong about it all. I had asked Dante about what he knew of Falael's mission and his vision, but the way he worded it only made me more curious. After enough time contemplating, I would make a grave mistake. The truth of the matter is, I found myself stuck in a moment of weakness, in a moment when nothing was making sense. I didn't know what to do. I was lost, and in turn, I lost who I was. Going against my own morals and ethics, I would do something that would only fill me with more regret. Something I wouldn't normally do. And so we found ourselves within the dream. Rhea, Dante, myself. We had to face trials from which beings were unimaginable. I got cocky, but I learned one thing in the questions that allowed us freedom. Dante wasn't devoted to Falael. He was devoted to the Silver Star. He was devoted to us. This started the gears in motion of something I needed to realize. Through the trials of such, we saw ourselves on the other side, but not all of us would make it. Dante would sacrifice himself for Rhea, and in this sacrifice, his final words would swirl in my mind. Those words were, "Find your own path, Mr. Booker. Find your own path." It hit me like an avalanche of truth. This whole time, we were never driving the ship. Always someone else at the wheel. The things Dante told me, the way he spoke, carefully worded. There was a reason things felt wrong. This is wrong. An image flashed in my mind. A closed letter, in the very pocket of the jacket Dante had placed upon me. I stare at the threads of fate. We are not bound no longer. I see it now. Thank you, Dante. No more linear, no more subjugation, and no more regret.
I grant you inspiration, and as Dante has been claimed, so too does the weight of his sin. You may use inspirations once more.
What happens to the thread upon my finger?
It remains red and binding.
Is there 5?
The thread is frayed, and the strands swirl uncountable.
Okay.
As I said, however, your return will bring with it the approach of the guardian of the wood, samurai of spring and reeds, who approaches you slowly, but with heavy purpose. Thus, begin anew. Right. You guys see this creature.
Just to be clear, what state are Booker and Rhea in?
You're conscious.
Okay.
Looks cool.
Dante is not.
Okay.
You were asking
Does-
something?
Yeah, does Skya recognize him?
No.
Understood.
Wait.
Because of my vision.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, you do. It's the same one in the vision that you had.
Okay. Guys, I have to admit something to you.
What?
I saw this guy in my vision when I was using one of my ranger abilities. Or, bleh. When I was using one of my abilities, I saw him.
Booker will rub his eyes and collecting himself. You know this guy?
Yeah, I saw him in a vision. I also had to admit something else. I kind of broke the lock on a chest. I didn't think it would cause this to happen. Last time I heard, I just wasn't supposed to touch a staff. But I kind of broke the lock to a chest over there, opposite direction.
The great tree person said not to touch the chest because that's the guardian's personal belongings.
Then we got two problems.
Oh.
We got two problems then.
I look down to Dante.
Ray, can we check for a pulse for anything?
Rhea's been staring at Dante's body, hoping that he'll awaken. As she's been on her knees this whole time. What have we done? What have I done, Mr. Booker?
It's
You
not
took
any.
drugs.
It's not any one person's fault, Ray. We did this.
Dumbasses.
We have to focus. There's no time to hesitate. Can you check for a pulse for anything? I'm here. We do this together. Come on.
Rhea will shakily reach out her hand to check Dante's body in hopes that he's still alive.
He is not.
As the crushing weight of what happened dawns upon Rhea. It's really... He's dead, Booker.
What did you guys do to cause him to die?
They took drugs. You didn't hear that?
Guys, I think we should worry about the problem in front of us.
Everything we saw. It all really happened.
You guys saw shit. I guess that's what happens when you take drugs.
Yeah, it all happened, right? Yeah.
I thought we all agreed to sell that stuff. Let's not use it.
Guys, there's somebody heading towards us.
Rhea, look at me. Look at me.
I center her shoulders towards me.
We're gonna deal with this, okay? But we got a guest.
Yeah, I don't think Skya pleased the Guardian by rummaging the land where she wasn't supposed to.
I just broke a lock. I would do what any street survivor would do.
I'll try to be as strong as I can.
For Dante, right?
For Dante.
Once we deal with this, we're gonna do what we need to, but
I
She will.
look, but
She'll shakily stand up to her legs.
Skya, you said you've seen this one before. Do you know a name or anything?
No, I do not know the name.
Why don't you ask it?
You seem to know him.
The creature will reach this point on the bridge.
Wait. I'm sorry for what I have done. I do not mean to cause you harm, Great One. Please forgive me for my acts. I did not mean to do anything. We have a friend who could fix your lock. Please. I made a mistake. I didn't take anything, I swear. I left it all alone. I didn't touch anything or see anything. Please have mercy on us.
The creature will speak. You have upset the balance of this place. You have summoned discord into harmony. You have invited death. You have assaulted the dream. You have made your purpose clear. You will leave, or you will die. Decide.
Sounds good.
And the warrior leans on his weapon and awaits your decision.
Leaving sounds good.
Leaving sounds great.
We never planned, or at least I've never planned on actually taking the scepter anyways.
Why?
I don't
Really?
think that's what he's talking about.
What?
Booker's gonna look to the individual.
I understand your views on this matter, and from your decision, leaving does sound better at this point. But in this small amount of time, to be able to reflect and see how things are, we've come to certain realizations, and it feels like this whole journey, we've been led astray. We don't want, at least I don't want to take the scepter. Not anymore. Not after what I've been thinking. And maybe there's a way we can meet in the middle to cure this discord that we have caused.
Such as?
There is no doubt that two of the things of which you've said, bringing death and assaulting the dream, both of those true, and I cannot take that back. But I can try my best to fix it. And I'm listening to any steps that could be possible to do such.
So you don't know how to fix it.
The fuck did you guys see in that dream?
I kind of agree. What did you see? Why is he dead?
Booker will look down and look to Dante and then look to Rhea. Back up.
He's seen horrors of unimaginable nature, beings like I've never seen, and as far as fixing it, I do not know at this immediate time. I cannot fix death, that is for certain. But maybe restoration of the dream, now maybe that's possible?
The creature remains unconvinced and will simply state, "It seems you know not of what you do, nor even why. You lack agreement with one another on even what to do. I have heard enough. Leave, or die." The creature will then pop the hilt off of his sheath.
Okay, about leaving.
As you turn to leave, you will feel a shaking presence in each of your minds. A manifested scream. You hear Falael's voice. No.
Mm.
So now, find yourself at an impasse. You have killed one of Falael's great servants on this particular continent, and you turn as cowards to claim what you have been sent for? Unacceptable. To return now would be to reduce your patience to 0.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're lucky, maybe Falael will banish you instead of kill you. Or you can take your chances with the samurai on the bridge.
Is,
So you
What if-
can reach out to us, like yell aloud.
You'll hear nothing else.
so just out of character here, but in question, what happens if we just chose not to teleport to him and just walk away?
Then other shit happens.
We don't know that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't even know if you can do that, so you don't know where you are either. Not
Yeah.
really.
Alright.
So now we have the choice. Either we die to the god, or we fight this guy.
We could face possible banishment from the god if we're lucky.
I don't want to test our luck.
The only way I can really say this without saying any more is this. If you don't complete the mission after getting Dante killed, you will face the wrath of the Scorned Lord.
Ah.
There's a reason why he has that title, should I remind you.
What did I get commissioned for?
Alright. Booker's gonna stand over Dante and look to his party.
I'm gonna make this as quick and concise as I can. Over this short time, being under Falael and speaking with Dante, especially being here, the wording he's been using has been very specific. He's been very careful, and I see that now. Even today, I asked him about his service to Falael. He didn't exactly specify. He just said you knew about patience and this and that. But when we were in the dream, this great being specifically asked if he would devote itself to Falael. He said he would be devote to us, to the Silver Star. And at first I thought maybe that could be one and the same, but it's not. It indicates that there's something else at play. And his final words to me, to find our own path. I feel like that's what he was trying to tell us this whole time. I don't know who and I don't know what, but that maybe we're on the wrong path. That all of this is wrong. Everything that we've been doing is just on a linear path that we've just been followed. Go here, take this. Go here, do this now. Kill this person. But what if we made our own choices?
And he will reach into his pocket, grabbing the letter.
This one here was handed to us when the very threads of fate, something very important, fell upon us. Something greater, possibly, than all this. And if Falael would have us come out here to steal something that would kill others, only to favor himself, how could that be good? How could that be something we could align with? I'm not going to tell you what to do or what to face, but I want to trust in Dante.
I want to hold up the letter and look at Dante. Is my scene read doing anything?
Yes, but not for him.
May I use scene read on the letter?
You may use scene read in this area if you wish.
I will do it where it is applicable. I will use inspiration.
As you attempt to read the scene, you will see around you a great shadow. A shadow of command and authority, of anger. The scene that you read is Dante's service to Falael, the preparation for the Silver Star, his passion, his hope, his sense of duty. In the end, you find yourself standing on the precipice of the culmination of that service. The past, however, does not teach you of the future. Dante's memory is best honored. In a way that is mysterious to you. The choice is yours.
If what you say is true, and Dante sacrificed his life to attempt to give us freedom of choice, then I feel it would be best if we honor it by making our own decisions.
I don't know if Dante sacrificed himself to give us freedom of choice. But I do know that he sacrificed himself for me. For a dumb decision that I should have known. I should have listened. I should have learned. And because I had not learned, my mistakes cost him his life. And he gave his life for me. And I will honor his life the best that I can.
But what I don't understand is our mission, as the Silver Star. Is it a Falael thing? Was that Falael's goal for the Silver Star? Or is there more to it? Are we
don't
supposed
know.
to be doing something different? And Farrier just manipulated us?
That's the thing, but I don't know.
Because there was that warning that we got, and I know it was from Farrier, but it had to do with stars falling.
Yeah,
Maybe we were meant to seek them out.
but it's like he doesn't even want to stop them from falling. He just wants to collect whatever they have.
Well, then maybe we
The-
can collect it for ourselves instead.
But we don't want to. We want to stop it from happening in the first place. And I mean, look at this letter. I don't even know who the fuck this Watcher M person even is, but it seems important, no? And we got this at a time when we're supposed to be unbound from fate, yet we're on this linear path. Look, the artificial ley lines fray as the ancients the watch over rest in chains. Corvanus is dying. What if there's just something more? And what if the mission that we're helping is it doesn't even involve this?
Be honest. Taking the staff does not feel as if it's helping to the survival of Corvanus.
I have
The
a
creature
question.
the creature places its hand upon the hilt of its weapon.
Um,
Go ahead.
oh, I was going to say. So I don't know much about Vallejo or what your guys' deal with is. I was just told to come here and do this mission. But so this staff, if we were supposedly to take it, it would fall into discord. But this god wants to have some sort of order over this continent. Is that how I'm understanding it?
I don't know. Honestly.
I don't know much here, but say if you wanted to rule the continent, do you not want your places to fall into disarray? That's just my question.
Well, we
I don't
gotta
know much
make
about
a
ruling.
decision fast.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to understand here because I'm just new. I have no idea what's really happening. I don't even know what this thing you're talking about is.
Maybe he himself wants to control nature, and it could go well with his want of control over the continent. However, while with contemplating, I feel like we should probably step off the bridge.
Understood.
Rhea, can you take one arm of Dante's?
Aye.
Right now,
Rhea will take one arm under the shoulder of Dante and lift him up gently.
I don't know about the rest of you, but
The samurai will slowly walk behind you, escorting you off the grounds.
sorry, we're going slow, Samurai. We're carrying a deceased body.
You won't believe how much that's not his problem.
we're sorry for the actions that took place here. And I keep walking forward.
If you feel like we should follow the school that we got from this Watcher M person, we could maybe try to do something with the ley lines. See if it could help there.
Okay, you are led to the edge. And does the party choose to leave?
Guys,
Yep.
Yep.
I looked at Rhea with a knowing and serious kind of nod.
I'm just following. I'm just
If
following
Dante-
them.
If Dante gave his life for this, then yes.
Was that it? Booker, just a knowing series nod.
Sorry, say it again.
Was that all you said? Was a knowing series nod?
Yeah, like I'm kind of giving you like especially what we experience. I'm kind of just like after what I said of like kind of like are you with me?
Oh, Rhea nods back to you.
All right. As you turn your back on the samurai, and leave behind the scene, you see something else.
No.
A darkness begins to befall the wooded glade. The samurai draws his blade as the entirety of the glade is overwhelmed by creatures of shadows and screams.
What are these?
Can
They descend
we...
and envelop the glade, and it becomes naught but darkness and night.
Do Booker and I recognize those shadowed creatures?
Yep.
Booker,
God,
it's those creatures.
should we turn around and help?
we let them in. We
It's
can't just let it take
we
over.
can't. We can't. We must.
I start
Yeah.
running.
This is our fault.
I'm running.
As you run back, you will find only shadow,
Huh?
and you press against nothing. And you find yourself running back the way that you had come. You are forbidden to enter the dream.
Oh.
Oh,
All of us,
Yes.
or just me? Okay.
What
What
this?
happened?
It's something we shouldn't have. Fuck.
What do we do now?
Now, your minds are quiet.
Oh.
And as you look down, Booker, you will see that the red thread of fate dissolves away. It
Oh.
seems that you have gotten your wish. You are now fateless. What will you do next?
A curious question.
what do we do, Booker?
We
So-
could try to find a way help get
How can we help? We cannot even go back in to help.
This book's muted. He hasn't said anything.
No, I'm thinking.
Okay. I want to make sure you weren't muted.
surely this is the only grove. Maybe the other groves has something that could help.
Okay. Also, I've got some other more unfortunate news.
Oh no.
I need you to go through your inventories and remove everything that you had made with Falael's patience. As you have scorned the scorned lord, so too shall he take his gifts back.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys,
Okay.
I have bad news.
What?
Yep.
Guess who has no armor again?
Thankfully, this is all my default stuff, so I don't need to get rid of anything, right?
Sure. However, those of you that have transformed into elves remain elves.
Am I good, Arcadum?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You guys see the armor, Dalos' armor just shatters and fades away.
Yeah. And my weapons.
To be clear, the reason this happens is because all the items that you've used and that you've made are actually manifestations of Falael's will, and that's what his patience represents, is his capacity to give his deitic cognitive power to you.
Yeah.
Which is why the more missions you complete, the more powerful he becomes, the more patience, so on and so forth.
His will to give a fuck.
I know what our next thing should be. We need to find armor and weapons.
Yeah. You guys had to find armor and weapons.
We can't do much as is.
So we need to find out where we are first.
I mean, from what I've gathered, we're in the west, aren't we? Like, top west?
I mean, doesn't Booker have that map he showed us earlier?
Yeah, we know. We're at Doris, top left. I pull out the map and I'll show you.
Does that map that you have any
As you pull out the map, you see this.
Oh. Okay. Wait, wasn't there green circles last time?
There's a secret.
This is the clean map. Showing you Okay, so a bit of out of character here. Let me know what you want to do, because your fate is your own. Technically speaking, you are not in a campaign right now.
Okay.
Cool.
New campaign name, Trailblazers. Let's go.
Guys, stop. Let's think about this.
I think we should follow the whispers of the Shade of Regret.
Agreed.
I don't think whispers
so
should be
either.
trusted. Whispers can be accounted to insanity, and I'm not insane.
I mean,
That's just where my vote's at.
We can follow, or maybe it's blind hope, but follow the instructions of the letter that we received.
If we do, wasn't the portal in the Trysting Pines?
That's right.
That could get us a little bit too close for comfort to Falael's seat of power here.
yeah.
Well, either way, if it seems like if what this letter is saying is true, and that Corvanus is dying because of the ley lines, and this is something that's possibly more important than the stars falling, then that's where I want to be to help. If this is the biggest piece that I can do to help. And it seems like, based on the letter itself, that the native druids have been misguided to prolong an infection, but in doing so they bought time. So they're like band-aiding, and possibly since we're in that place right now anyway, we could speak to them about this and kind of just be like, hey, got this letter, like, it's a little bit blind hope, but this is kind of where we're at right now. Also, we might have opened the dream realm into one of your coves and face the responsibility of that, and we're going to go, or at least, you know, if we can, to aid in this Fey Gate upon the Twisting Pines, and see how they take that.
I guess the other question would be, how do we close the dream realm in one of the groves, right?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
I feel like we should go to the other groves.
We can We can go to the other groves along the way to Twisting Pines to along the way for the letter.
Mhm.
But before we do anything else, we need armor and equipment.
For sure. And
Yeah.
So maybe
That's
there's a
what you-
town.
I mean, fuck. We don't know how to even answer that, right?
No, I don't think we know of any settlements or towns.
So you have the map, but there's a major problem, is that you were in the outskirts of the religious area of that town. So, your receiving there may be a bit mixed. But I have a bigger question for you. And that is something quite simple, really. Depending on where you want to go next. I have been checking everyone's inventories and making sure everything's nice and ship-shape. So I have a very serious question. How many rations do you have? That's the first question that needs to be answered. Because I've already checked everyone's inventory, and my findings, oh boy. That's probably your greater concern right now.
Yeah, we haven't had to concern ourselves with rations because of Paulo Yale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't even been keeping track of that.
Yep. I've checked everyone's inventory, and guess what you don't have?
Yeah.
Food.
You don't have any supplies whatsoever.
What's the check to get to forage ground?
That's survival.
Yeah.
I also have something secondary that I hope you haven't forgotten. That is also that some of you are suffering from black silver addiction. Guess what you don't have?
Black silver.
Wouldn't it still be on Dante's body?
Yeah, we had a shit ton of black silver.
No, I don't think so. Let me go check his body.
He had the black silver. He was carrying it.
With his no vigor. What?
No, I mean he had it. I guess
The doses are in the chat. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at his inventory. I don't see any of that on him. And besides, he has fucking 1 vigor.
In that case, then we wouldn't have been able to pick up the black silver to begin with.
Yeah. Because Dante was the one who picked
had
it up.
enough to pick it up.
Yeah.
So who has the urn? Does anybody have it on
Dante-
their sheet? Because I don't see it on his sheet.
If Dante wasn't able to pick it up, then none of us would have been able to pick it up.
Well, considering that you guys went unconscious, got up, were forced back by the samurai, and nobody thought to pick it up or secure it, you left it behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have any black silver or rations. So those of you that are suffering from addiction will have to hope that you can survive the withdrawal symptoms.
Yep.
We might have to take the chance of going in there.
We can't go in.
We can't go in.
No, we can't.
You can't enter. You are not allowed to enter the dream as...
No, not that. I meant a town.
Oh, you can risk it, but you kind of fucked up with their local religion, so...
I mean, I can use my disguise kit, can't I?
You sure can try.
I'm just trying to think here. Because we do have Dalos, who is trained in survival.
Yeah,
And-
I can get us rations.
Yeah.
The problem was the addictions, which I feel like the druids would be able to help if they wanted to.
Yeah, the problem is going to be if they wanted to.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm right now looking at the map here. And
This is the local area.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to think here. Because other than this place, the closest thing is like over here.
Let me explain this. There's a river that goes through the Misted Mountains, and you could access it. The closest settlement is probably Lafette, in terms of as the crow flies. The possibly easiest for you to get to is probably going to be Cathair Nagloin, which is the city of glass. But that's a long trek through the jungle. So if your objective is to get to the nearest town that probably doesn't hate you, it's Lafette, and that means you'll have to cross the river, get to the mountains, and then deal with all the Razor Cliff stuff.
And we have, and that's why I was picking out rations from the forest and hoping he gets good skill checks.
So the thing about it is Dalos can use survival checks to find food, but he would have to roll consistently amazing to find enough food for all of you.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the problem.
I mean, I could also use my jack of all trades too.
Well, I was gonna say, what you could do, Runa, is use your disguise kit, and we could pull enough money for you to go into Doris, get just rations, enough for the party, and go out. And if someone does recognize you, use your ancient agent in hopes that you can, erase their memory of it.
I feel like getting something that will help you and Booker would be best for the addiction. Because the more hands we have, the more food
first
we
off,
might be able to make.
I probably shouldn't take someone that's crazed with black sugar with me. Or black sugar, yes, it's black. Is that black sugar, not black salt, guys? Okay.
We don't have that anymore.
Whatever.
So we can't sell that.
So, I would feel comfortable if someone came in with me, and I can use my disguise kit on them. Because I have isn't disguise kit 3 charges?
Disguise kit has a base of 5 charges.
5 charges. Okay, then I'm actually good. So, who has the highest charisma in our party?
I think it's
that would be me.
Yes, but let me rephrase. Somebody that isn't probably Rhea. Sorry.
Yeah,
That isn't what? What did you say?
What?
That isn't Rhea. Other than Rhea.
I mean, how does black silver normally affect you?
You have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
From my medical.
Would Booker know? Being from Blaze?
I guess you can make a history check. It can at least tell you what the withdrawal symptoms can be.
I mean,
can you roll it for me, please?
Sure. Where are you right now?
In the balcony.
Oh, are you looking out dramatically?
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably need some air, you know.
So, black silver withdrawal symptoms can be somewhat moderate to the shakes, dry mouth, things like that, but they can be rather major. Hallucinations, temporary madness, blindness, and in rare cases, but not unheard of cases, the body will begin to eat itself, and it causes heart failure.
That's the worst case scenario. That's what I was thinking.
That sounds like
how immediate are the withdrawal symptoms?
The withdrawals of black silver happen within 48 hours of the last bit of consumption.
Okay, so if we go to
so you have 2 days before you start suffering.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we go to Doris now, I shouldn't show withdrawal symptoms.
The distance to Ras No Batal is approximately 4 days.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
The good news is it's rare. It's rare that the body eats itself and it kills you. So
Well, I mean, show withdrawal symptoms and the fact that someone might be able to recognize that, hey, this guy might be on black silver.
Yeah, but if
is there
that's the case,
is there a chance that we might have to try to endure the withdrawal symptoms?
Well,
yeah,
if you
that's
survive them, then it leaves your system and you're fine.
Yeah,
how
that's
fast
what I'm
does it leave your
saying.
system?
Okay.
Would I be able to help them while they're dealing with their withdrawals with my medicine? check?
A medicine or healer's kit can give them some help. It gives them advantage on the weaker symptoms, but the major ones no.
Okay.
And it takes weeks for black silver to leave your system.
I mean,
Yeah, I think focusing. Is there anything else that helps with the getting rid of the addiction from Booker's history, or is that a medicine check?
There
to
are,
figure
but
out-
they are all Glean remedies.
Okay.
technically speaking, we just want to get it out of your system. So, like,
Yeah,
vomiting
we
with
could-
charcoal or something.
Well, it would be Glan. I don't know what a Glan recipe would be. We would have probably find one within the city. But when you're asking, hey, I need a remedy for black silver, people are going to start asking questions.
So, and Arcadum, how far away was the closest town you said it was?
So, the closest town that isn't the one that might hate you for messing with its local religion is Lafette. And that would take... optimistically 3 weeks.
But if we want to be risky, like, if we used my disguise kit and went to the local town, like, that's actually locally near us.
He said 4 days.
4 days. Okay. So you guys would go through the withdrawals at that point. So we would have to...
For those of you that are from Corvinus, one advantage of going to the Razor Cliffs would be that the practitioners have a heavy presence there, and they are scientists and have a myriad of chemical cures.
Okay.
So, a remedy might not be impossible to find in the Razor Cliffs.
So going to the only thing is surviving the 3 weeks period.
And I'm not guarantee you that it's there, but it's a reasonable gamble, I think.
How far away is I'm right now looking at my map. How far away? How long would it take for us to get to, say, like, Haikyō or something?
Too long.
So the distance from here to Haikyō is approximately, optimistically, about 3 months.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never can do that.
And that's me being optimistic.
Yeah, and so how many days... Is it the 3 rule again, like, with survival? Like, if we gone, like, 3 weeks without food, we die?
Oh, so it's 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and that all applies to everyone here because you're all humanoid. I don't think anybody's not humanoid, so that applies to all of you. And it's also exhaustion is the mechanic that kind of tracks that more accurately. So what it actually is that every day without water over 3 that you go, you start to take exhaustion damage, or you start to gain levels of exhaustion that you can't get rid of until you get water. Same thing with food. With every day after 3 weeks of no food, it starts to sit down, stuff like that.
I assumed I still had the normal amount of rations because I just got in, and I would have the average amount of rations still on me.
Negative.
Okay.
I mean, if it takes 3 days before we get the symptoms, then can't we just drink water on, like, the 2nd or 3rd day?
We don't know if the water's always safe to drink, though.
No, I mean, like, rationing our rations.
Yeah, true.
To be supreme.
I have a question. Do you have a water skin? I checked everyone's characters for that, and I didn't see one. And more specifically, does anyone here have a mess kit or cooking tools kit? All right. The only person I saw that has a camping kit is Brutus.
Correct.
So he would have a water skin, but you'd have to split one water skin between 5 people.
Oh, deep breaths here, deep breaths.
And we would have to make water skins with leather.
So, guys, we can. How much gold does Skya have on her currently?
I mean, it's on your sheet.
Oh wait, yeah.
You are broke. You got nothing.
Oh, great.
I think
Rhea has 3 gold.
Yeah.
Dalos has nothing. Brutus
I have
has
nothing.
nothing. And Booker has 157 gold pieces.
Damn.
Probably
So,
left over from his previous adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with 160 gold total, how much rations do we need to get to Lafayette or Lafayette?
Say again?
We need 3 weeks of rations. So how much is that going to cost?
To get to here.
So
I think it's a-
the standard market value of a day of rations is 5 silver. Or it's depends on where you are. It's heavily influenced by region. In this place where it's food plentiful, it's probably like 2 silver.
So if the food's plentiful here, can we just use Dalos's survival to gather all this food and ration
You
that?
could try, yeah, but he could fail the checks, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we want to mostly go for guarantees here because we want to get out of this.
To be clear, what I mean by food plentiful means that there's enough food here that people that gather food for their jobs that they do every day can produce enough surplus that food is readily available and isn't rare enough to hike the price, is what I meant.
Okay.
So I mean, these are the circumstances that we're placed under, right? So these are the chances we're gonna have to take.
Do other people need to be proficient in survivals to give me advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so, right? Yeah.
I could, like I said, I could use Jack of all trades to help forge too.
Yeah, you can do that. That's. So
Right.
the major thing here, right, is that you'll have to gather food, which means you're moving at halftime, which gives more chances for bad events to be rolled. Which, I mean, it's just not ideal. I doubt you guys are actually going to starve to death, although that's a possibility. It's that you're going to have to make the journey somehow to wherever it is that you're going. So I would decide, where do you think it's best for you guys to go? And then you need to plot a route, and then we will execute that route.
So, like we want to head to Lafayette. Is that what guys want to do?
That is
Is
that is the closest, but not the
Okay.
easiest to get to. That is not Duras.
Okay, hold on.
Because
I'm
we
gonna-
don't have any
Oh.
armor right now, and our concern
Uh,
is rations. We want
and
to
just
save
to-
this.
Just to make sure my math is right, to get 3 weeks of rations here, it should be 10.5 gold.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, hold on. So 3 weeks of rations, 10.5 gold. Did you calculate for everyone, or is it only for one person?
For everyone.
That doesn't sound right. Hold on.
Zero is 10.
Let's see, how many of you are there? 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 of us.
There's 5 of you. You don't have any horses or pets or weird shit like that, right?
No.
Okay, so if you bought it at standard deviation of 2 silver, then that means it's 5 per gold. So gold per day, essentially. So in 3 weeks, that's about 18 gold.
18, okay.
18 gold.
Or 21 gold, sorry.
Mhm.
Another thing we could do is Dalos can take the armor of Dante, but that's probably not going to be a thing.
I don't really want to strip Dante just to sell his stuff when we have the money to
You want
buy.
my-
No,
Yeah.
he needs
No, I mean-
armor.
He needs
Yeah, I
armor.
have
Oh,
on the
oh.
list. I don't have any
Okay.
armor.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey,
That's-
Luke, can you send me your equipment list? Because I see nothing on your sheet. I know you're probably listening. If you can send it to me in a DM, that'd be great. Continue, guys.
So, but let's see, because the only people, well, is it party wide? Is that even though I did something and they took the salt? Brutus
Yeah,
and-
we're gonna be judged as a party.
Okay, so we can't just send Dalos and Brutus. So, I like your idea, Arya, is that I could possibly use my eye on them, but aren't they druids?
What do you mean by that? Like, what's the
Yeah,
stipulation there?
No, I'm just
Your ability
understanding if they're
works on
druids.
everyone.
Could they like identify us through exposure?
Oh. I mean, if anybody, these are the people who are going to, like, it's not like Matharians who are going to, like, roast us alive. Like,
Yeah.
Not that, but like, I mean, in the
These
worst
guys,
case-
these guys.
If your concern is that there might be someone there that can see through your disguise because it's a magical disguise, or through other means, I mean, yeah, there's a chance there.
yes.
There's a chance there. This is a magically tolerant place. But that also doesn't mean that everyone's going to be. You feel me? There's still going to be like normal people there.
And
Yeah,
your
you're
disguise
going-
is magical. The non-magical.
You're going into a market square to buy, regular food and rations and stuff. It's not like,
I mean, I do have the.
a
I'll be
fucking
fair
mage
with
is
you
going to
guys.
be watching over there and
Yeah.
watching out for.
I'm not worried
Besides
about
something like that.
Matharian. I'm worried about because I feel like the worst case scenario is that they'll try to chase me out.
hold on, let's, before we, like, look into little minor, can we hear the different options as far as these cities that we could go to,
All right.
to the closest
Let
one
me
and
let me give
whatnot?
you a rundown, and I'm going to give you some like. Remember, these numbers I'm giving you are optimistic. That means if I don't roll some crazy shit happening to you, which could happen, like bad weather, being waylaid by bandits, dysentery, shit like that. So, so your current position, which I will mark as here. Here, I made you a fresh map so I could draw on it. So,
Okay.
It's right there, right? That's about where you are. So to go from here to Lafette means that as the crow flies, it's the closest place, right? But you'd have to go down here, you'd have to ford the river, get to the Misted Mountains, and then you'd have to climb the plateau or go around and use the road to get to Lafette. And as the crow flies, optimistically, that's about 3 weeks. A lot can go wrong in 3 weeks, especially with those geographical features, but that is the closest place to you. Also, to remind you, the Razor Cliffs has a unique, I guess you could call it, environmental feature, which are the deathquakes. So deathquakes can just happen, and what that is it's literally an earthquake that splits the earth open and undead come pouring out.
Great.
So that's like a unique environmental danger in the Razor Cliffs. Or you can chance it with Doris and hope that you're able to smooth your way through it to get the things that you need and hope that you're not discovered. It is unlikely that the entire city will know what's happened, but it will not stay secret for long because that was the base of their local religion. So,
Because I mean, here's the thing: the sooner we take care of it, the sooner we do it, the less likely it's more spread, right?
Yes, but let me get through it. So there's that option, and then you can travel the distance way down to the City of Glass, and optimistically, you could probably maybe do that journey in about 2, maybe 3 months. Like, if you were able to get river passage, you could definitely do it in 2 months. But it's about the same distance from here to Haikyo, except Haikyo is harder because you have to cross the Misted Land, the Misted Mountains.
Understood.
So on this side, you'll be able to use the rivers, and maybe you could charter a vessel. But yeah, so there's the City of Glass as well.
Understood. Okay.
Sorry, how long was it to get to Lafette, optimistically?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And the closest city within Doris.
Is Doris. This is the city.
Okay, so it's like one. It's not like smaller outpost of.
Well,
it's
I
just
mean, they have like farms and like individual properties, but yeah, this is the village.
How long would it take to get in there?
The Doris, 4 days.
4 days.
Okay, wait. Here's an idea. So, people that are going into the city maybe have to wait outside the city. So, could we do trade outside the city with those people?
Randomized chance, but possible. I'd have to roll them.
Damn it. Okay, guys. So, in my opinion, it's a huge risk to take, but it's not any less riskier than what we're doing. We're going to have to choose between two evils here, guys.
Be right back.
So we either have to choose hoping Dalos gets a lot of rations, good rolls. I could
It's not just
possibly
me
help
either.
with Jack of all trades, but if we fail, that's kind of off the table. With disguise kit and my agent ability, we can chance the city. But
There's a greater chance of you getting food and rations from the city
exactly.
and coming out of it
It's
unscathed.
a big risk, but there is big reward for if we do put on disguise kit, and I have my agent eye and my stealth checks. So, obviously, when we get there, you two are going to go through withdrawals. The only chance for someone to come with me is probably Dalos. That's the only concern I have. Because Brutus has to probably nurse you two guys from the salt, or silver salt, whatever. I don't fucking remember his name right now. I am a little panicked, sorry.
Black silver addiction.
Black silver, thank you. So Brutus will probably have to stay with those two to keep them stable.
Yeah.
We do not want to take them into the city. Or I could go in alone, or I'll probably start panicking myself.
I think you would need survival to get there anyway.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. Is that me and Dalos will have to do this while you nurture them. So I say, for the time being, I say that Dalos maybe does a survival check for now to get you guys food and situated, get us some food, and head over to there while you guys stay here. Or, at least when you guys were closer to the city.
You can build a camp if you want. Like, you can do that. Remember,
that's what I'm sure.
You guys can do anything you want. You just gotta let me know.
I mean, if we're gonna build a camp, we should head back to the to that place, the abandoned ruins place where we.
Okay. Yeah.
Where we did find the black silver to begin with.
I'm getting up from my computer to do some things, but I'm listening.
Yeah.
Where we found the black silver to begin with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess at least has some like shelter and
It
shit.
would
Yeah.
also have
We could possibly repair the laughing monk statue.
I think that thing got roasted.
Yeah, I don't know if we can repair it. I don't know if not, but we can make camp there at the very least. So that way, it's a centralized area.
and there might be black silver there as well. So if you start going through the bad withdrawal symptoms, then you just give me some of that and hope after I'm refining it, of course.
Yeah, maybe there's like little glints of black silver if we're fucking really downing for it, but I'd rather try to endure if it's
There's a possibility to survive this, but we gotta note that Dalos has to come with me because he has to be my guide.
So I think the best way to do this would be, since we're right now, we should be closer to the camp.
Yeah.
we separate, and Dalos and you go towards the city, so Dalos can help you.
And I can put Disguise Kit on Dalos, correct?
Yeah, you can use it on
Okay.
anyone.
Got it.
If we separate, there will be no one to give you and
No, I mean you and Dalos and
Remember,
Skya.
it takes 3 weeks for a person to starve completely to death. But that's why I'm
Yeah,
saying
but-
that's why you do the
Yeah.
skill check right now to give them all food right now before we
I
head
want to
out.
make sure they make it to the ruins, though. If I
Alright.
go with you while we're splitting up, yeah,
Then we
enough.
can
You don't have to worry about that. You're close enough to the ruins that you can reach it within a few hours. Like, you know where it is.
Yeah. So once we get to the ruins, we'll roleplay that out, okay?
make camp. Then y'all can split up.
So it sounds
Yeah.
like the party wants to go back to the ruins to make camp before
Correct.
further decisions are made.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Correct.
Then I will transfer you there.
Keep in mind, guys, we did our best here, okay? We did awesome thinking this out, okay? We're good. We're all awesome.
We couldn't have known books.
We couldn't.
It's all good. I mean,
We're making the most logical decisions right now. Doing the
good
best
news-
for our situation. This
the
is
good
what
news
we're.
is
I mean, all that has been in character. Like, I don't think it's a problem.
yeah, we're good.
Okay.
the good news is we have a lot of inspirations, and maybe even a D20 depending on.
Did we
how
gather
optimistic-
was our inspirations withhold from us, or do we have to re-roll them next sessions still? Because we have a bunch of inspirations still on us that we just were
you
never
have
able
it.
to
You
use.
have one per person. You can't stack them, but you can do that. And if any of you have any nat 20s from your birthdays during the last time and all of that, then you can use those this session. But then they fade after that.
Okay.
Inspiration
then-
is retained.
Because so far as I know, I have 2 inspirations I could not use because.
Yes, but you
Oh.
only get to keep one. You only have a max of one.
Yep.
You can't stack them like.
Okay.
Okay, so during
Mama,
this
let's roll
session,
call.
we got to do something really, really important and have me just roll a D20.
I'm gonna save my inspiration for when I fail that fucking con check.
Nice.
Honestly, I think all our inspirations should be held for
Hey,
that.
look, I'm still AFK.
Okay. You have returned to the broken shrine. Continue.
Okay. So, how's everyone's ration?
I got nothing.
We got nothing. Great.
We've got no fruit. We've been relying upon the graces of a god.
Great. I'm also out of rations. Jeez, I should have thought this out. All right.
We'll have to go under the guise and buy some rations from the nearby towns.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But wait, didn't we kind of desecrate one of their things?
So I would be careful.
Brutus,
Oh.
you got a shovel?
I should.
I
Let me check my camping kit.
I need you to come with
Look-
me, Dalos, because I can't find my way there.
Do I have a shovel in my camping kit?
Lots of things are happening.
let me pick up Mr. Dante. I'll bring him out back.
Arcadum.
Yeah.
Do I have a shovel in my camping kit? I actually don't know if that's
Yes. Yes, you would. Well, you'd have a, was it travel spade? You have a spade.
a spade. Okay.
Arcadum, can you pick up Dante and me for me?
Wait, hold on, pause for a moment. Didn't we say we were gonna take the armor off Dante and give it to Dalos?
I mean, we'll strip the armor and I guess weapons off him.
We were waiting for the equipment list, I guess. You
Yeah.
told me that
I
you
got
sent.
it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
can tell you what he has. He has the fall. Well, I'll just put it in your notes.
Cool. Thank you.
Where shall we bury him?
That's
Also on Ricky.
we'll take a gander around. We'll find something. I was thinking by the water, around the corner maybe. There's a nice tree there.
I will stop it.
Thanks, you're a good guy.
Brutus
Aye.
can take the rapiers.
I will. How heavy are rapiers?
Don't you have Jordan's memory?
This
I
is for
said
me.
Brutus.
I-
I don't have any weapons.
I also don't have any weapons. Don't you have your base scythes or base scimitars?
I don't think I gave him up.
Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
didn't.
in that case, you have your base.
Yeah, because I don't have any weapons in which I can use.
Then yeah.
Wait, don't you have your
yeah.
glaive? Your Shikono Hono Hono?
I can't wield it.
Oh, ha ha!
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes, eat the ass.
There we go.
Wait, can Brutus
So,
wield it?
does
Yeah,
she
with
hold
this
it?
big hand.
Yeah.
Would you like?
Hell
Would you
yeah.
like my fucking Shihono Hono Hono?
No.
Bro, use your big hand and grip the shaft.
Nara?
So Waya is taking the sun and moon of Cochiel.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the studded leather. Anyways, you guys were doing something?
Can you move me and Dante's body along with Booker?
Where you need to go?
I'm just following Booker. I
Okay.
can't move.
We'll help move us together. Bring us over to Brute.
Broody, how's you doing?
Birdie. Brutacular.
Really got a good handle on that spade, brew.
It's his
Yeah.
ready.
Thank you,
This
brew.
is a nice spot.
I will help lower him in.
I thought so. You know, the running water and the trees. I think he liked purple. I'm not sure.
I think he was purple.
You know, I didn't really get to know him as well as I probably should have. In the time that we were together, I felt
Okay.
close, as if he was a true friend, a mentor almost, a real ally.
Yeah. I felt it too. It was cryptic and mysterious. And I think he was trying to really help us, you know, the whole way through. He was dedicated to us and he gave us everything he had. Right to the end.
And you two still need to tell us what happened. You said those things you seen them before?
I'll tell you when we get back.
In time, Brew.
He was a mysterious man, for sure. He held his cards close to his heart.
Proceed to fill the grave.
Booker will shed a tear.
As will Rhea.
Dalos, do you wish to be with your friends as they mourn your comrade?
Sorry, I'm actually.
Rhea will take
He was a true warrior.
That comes to all of those of us.
He guided us well.
Good.
Me.
He believes in us, the Silver Star. That's what he kept saying.
Let's make him proud.
Let's. And wherever he may be, may Ezekind's gaze watch over him. And
Okay.
Rhea will take out her small cracked stone and place it as a headstone to his grave.
Sorry to break this up, guys. I know you guys are very emotional of losing Dante, but we need to talk serious here. We don't have any food. You guys lost some stuff. We need to think wisely here.
I know. We just felt like this was appropriate, but there is a lot to discuss, and
Time is not on our side.
if it's worth anything, I know you all, at least I think, believe as much as I do, but I want to say thank you, and maybe I'm sorry that this is the route that I really believe in, and you all believe in it as well. Right? I mean, honestly.
Well,
In what Dante believed in.
So what made you think doing drugs would help?
I didn't, Brute. I feel like that moment when everything felt so wrong, I didn't know what to do, and I lost who I was. I wasn't acting like I should. It felt... I don't have a good reason for doing that. I made a mistake.
we need to
Well,
talk.
that mistake cost us a friend.
He'll look down.
Anyways, to change the topic here. Who has the most survival here so we can gather some food? Well, I take somebody to the closest city.
That would be me.
Okay, gather some food, get it for the rest of the party, so, you know, we can just go to the city. Because we don't want to have too many numbers on our side. We want to be indiscreet. Or discreet. I guess.
Do any of the characters that are capable of doing so give Dante last rites?
As
Those
in, like,
those are clergy characters, by the way, like paladins and clerics.
Yeah.
what if I was
I will.
what if I was previously a clergy? Would I still know them?
No.
Okay.
What is required to do last rites?
It's just something you know.
I mean, you're a paladin right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So your choice is that to which god do you perform last rites, or do you choose to give no god acquiescence?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
He may have turned his back on us, but I think since he was still a follower of Falael, you should do it to him.
I think we should do it to Izakan. I don't want to piss off Falael more.
Leia
I don't.
put the cracked stone down. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
could use that as a focus to Ezekine.
Okay.
The decision is yours, Dalos.
I
I will-
recommend.
I will do it to the god of stone. Using Rhea's crackstone.
Okay. Dalos, last rites usually are accompanied by a prayer. So as your capacity as a paladin, please give me a prayer to Dante's soul.
May this warrior find the graces of the Stone Father, and may the Stone Father watch over his soul so he may forever be at peace.
Okay. As you state the words, the sun begins to set as you finish your prayer. And
Great.
as it does, tiny motes of almost imperceptible white lights begin to appear.
What the?
Upon closer inspection, frightened perhaps at first of what they could be, you realize very quickly that they... Fireflies? No. Tiny, bright insects. They appear to be moths. Each one of them slowly begin to descend. They float and swirl around the grave, Dante. Then, like a waterfall, a torrent, fly upwards into the sky. And Booker, you feel a familiar itch in the back of your mind.
Very well.
I take it from your role that you would like to enact it.
Yes, please.
So be it. Give me just a moment, please. Tell me when you can hear the music.
I heard the
Yeah.
shift.
Passing before you, as you attune with an unseen horizon, the shadows shift, and in the distance, hear a distant clanging of steel upon hollow metal. A cool wind blows, and through it bringing a smell of iron and steel. You can feel the depths of the heavy machinery around you, the churning movement of engines. And you see something you did not expect. There before you in the vision is a man. As you look at him, at first you think that you see Dante. And then you think that you see another. The edges fraying as it often does with these visions. You are unsure of what it is that you're even looking at. However, as the scene begins to shift, you see others, their shadows nearly completely gone, moving up to the man, speaking to them, going back and forth, exchanging words unheard, but meaning carried heavy. as this continues, you can see that the man seems to grow more and more weary. His hand rests on a piece of parchment and quill. Around him, pieces of broken machinery, arcane text, and tomes of unknown power and stories. He suddenly grips at his heart. Pain can be seen flashing across his face. A deep and sorrowful sadness, as if he has sensed something that should not be. You see his visage turn and look towards a coffin stacked on the wall. And then, as he reaches for a pipe on the table, a white moth lands upon his hand, softly beating its wings, a cooling breeze with each wing beat. A smile, despite himself, is given to the strange creature. And for a moment, just a moment, there is peace, there is fullness, and there is hope. As the seam recedes, the face turns to look at you. And for a brief, fleeting moment, where once there was Dante, someone else looks back. You return from the vision as the moths fade. The night has come, and your companion is buried. What do you do next?
Did I get a look at what they looked like?
What do you mean?
Like when you said they looked back at me and it... Like I thought it was Dante.
They looked back at you, and at first you thought they were Dante, but they seemed familiar, yet completely a stranger. And you also felt as if they were looking past you, which happens often in visions.
Right, so I saw like what they looked like.
You saw what they looked like, yeah. Did you not see the token? I flashed it.
Oh, sorry. No, I was away from my keyboard as I was listening.
Oh, you saw this. Here,
Sorry.
I'll show again.
I see. Okay. I kind of thought it, and I ran back, and I think I missed it. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Continue.
I don't think I can look for any lashings in the dark. Going to have to set up camp.
I'll help you. Rhea, at this point, is now wiping away the heavy tears from her eyes.
I will also set up camp.
Do that. Quick question, Rakita. So,
Yeah, what's up?
if I understand Jack of all trades, I can roll something that I'm not trained in, right?
What?
If I Jack of all trades, since I have that,
What about it?
I can roll in something that I'm not trained in, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I could actually help
Yes.
Dalos. Okay. So me and Dalos will try to both gather rations in the morning. Probably is best. Then we're gonna be off as fast as possible. You two coming? Or do you need a moment?
Let's not set up camp in the middle of a wooden building, please.
We'll catch up.
Aye.
Need
I
to be nearby in case they feel withdrawals.
I
feel like it should be right here. It should be the campfire.
I
So instead of inside the building, we're just at the entrance.
Yeah.
What's the fucking difference?
We're not surrounded by wood.
Right.
Fire burns wood, and fire is bad.
Okay, as a quick aside, there are ways to make a fire inside of a wooden building. They do it all the time. You just have to build a proper place for it.
Oh, in that case,
Yeah, like you can do it. Like,
Just move all the flammable stuff around and make sure you do it on stone and not wood.
Yeah, that's like this. This is wood. This looks like. Is this stone? Because it looks like it, right?
yeah, there's stone underneath this, so you just put it in the stone, and then
Yeah.
you just make sure it's well ventilated. And as long as you're not an idiot, then it's fine.
Also, I recommend not doing it in that one since that's where we found the black salt or black
Well,
silver.
we want to be nearby in case they need to get it for withdrawals.
Yes.
For the bad withdrawal systems, the ones where
Yes.
you die.
Well, can't you physically move them in that case?
that takes time,
Fair
and
enough.
it's
And I
going to
would
be
not
time that
rather not
Brutus
have
isn't
to
with the
rush.
other.
Yeah, I would rather not rush across the entire village to get a little bit of dust to bring it back to him.
Understood.
So
I pat Ray and Booker's shoulders. I'm sorry for your guys' loss. I'll
Hey.
leave you to mourn.
I thank you.
Thanks.
Yes. I might be crazy, but I'm not rude. Jeez.
I am. I'm rude.
This stuff isn't flammable, right?
To Tommy Matt, I think is.
Not the Tommy Matt. I was talking about the drugs.
You don't know.
Fuck.
I'd imagine they are.
That's-
So keep the
Well,
fire on them.
I would put it like in like.
You put it in a place where there's no salt.
There's windows in these walls, yeah. I can't. I would
Yeah.
imagine they would put some windows.
Well, I mean, one thing you could do is just put the fire just outside the area so you don't risk anything. Okay?
Well, I would rather have it. Like,
Guys, it's okay. Just put the fire
Okay.
in there. It's gonna be
Yeah.
alright.
Okay.
It's gonna
yeah,
be
Alright.
alright.
fine. I just want
Okay.
to make sure there's windows.
Let
here
me
so
help you.
there's
Wow,
no
this is a really good place for a fire.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I just don't want it near this thing.
Yeah, that's fair. You make sure there's no black silver. You
Yeah.
fucking you don't fuck up. Got it. I'm on your side. There you go. No fuck ups.
Booker,
Put some bedrolls down.
Yeah,
I- I've done an atrocious thing. I've cost a man's life.
No, Ray, don't.
You
Whatever you-
both did.
Brutus.
I'm just being honest.
Inside voices.
Brutus, sometimes there's times to be
Don't
honest and
ask.
sometimes to shut up.
Did you yell that through the wall?
No,
I mean talking to Brutus, who like.
Oh, yeah, I
You
sure
just
did.
you just yelled it through the wall. You both fucked up.
I sure fucking did.
Hey, I might be crazy and insane, but I know
Hey,
when to be sensitive.
Brutus got this big hand energy right now, dude.
Brutus, get over here.
No.
He gave his life for me. Had I not done such a stupid thing, had I listened, had I learned, you both would have made it out there, alive, unscathed.
Can I take a torch from the fire and help Dalos gather food right now?
You want to gather food at night?
No.
Maybe not. Once you say that loud like that, maybe
Okay.
not.
Booker will look to Rhea.
Whatever you think you did, you talked about some stuff in the past, and I don't know what the hell those two things were, but they had something with you, but Rhea, it's not. If anything, I knew the potential risks of doing this, and I wasn't thinking clearly enough to say anything. We shouldn't have even gone in there in the first place. We could shift blames all day, but that's not gonna bring Dante back. It's not gonna get us to safety. We band together now, right?
It's the least I can do. Just take responsibility for the actions I've done.
Have to bear that alone. We both made mistakes. I think we can agree that we both don't want Dante's death to be in vain, right?
Aye.
So that's what we'll do then. Unbound. Unfaded. Just what I wanted.
Watch my own path now. Just as he wanted.
He'll look over at her and kind of stare a bit longingly.
Okay, above all else, we can trust each other and trust them. They stuck their necks out just as much to follow us. They don't know what we saw or what we dealt with, but they're still here, right?
Aye. They put a lot of trust in us.
So
I'll
Yeah.
put it back in them.
we owe it to them. We need to get them out of here. 'Cause it's not their fault. There's so much to ponder now, Rhea. I'm tired of theories, speculation. I don't
Hey.
want to. Go ahead.
It's been a long day, Booker. A very long day.
Yeah. I need to go inside. Some warmth.
I shall.
Alright.
And Rhea will head over to sit next to the campfire.
Okay. You want me to move you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You can stay for a bit longer. Just meditate.
Okay.
I like to sleep so it can become early morning.
Dalos, what are you doing?
I'm just making sure no one's sneaking out.
On watch. Got it. Brutus, what are you doing?
I think I am going to lay down for the night while Brutus while Dalos sets watch.
Okay.
You don't want the two people that are going to go out into the wilderness to stay up too long. Just want to plan that out.
No, we have to take turns.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks.
Time for EP.
Right.
Short rest or long rest?
Hold on.
No.
People aren't
Okay.
all locked in yet.
Oh,
Booker,
sorry.
Yeah.
You continue to wait. Or reflect.
Yeah, I'm just going to reflect on everything. Not really. There's nothing really I planned on like
What's going
saying
through
or
your mind? Explain it to me.
Sure. So, as far as Booker has been on this journey, trying to seek out truth, it's led from one stone to another, of turning the stone, finding the arrow, and going forward, running into warnings and paths into predetermined fate, what seemed by beings higher than his own regard. And now he felt like he was finally in a place where all that hard work led to something, to someone, something more, resources that he could be pointed to, the warnings that he had taken and spent so much time thinking about, and now finally a hand to say, yes, you were right about this, and we can fix this. To be given options of where to go and what to do and what felt right. But now, the second we were placed in that grove, when Falael spoke of the 3 things he wanted, it sounded acceptable at the time, I guess. Like he was building something. But it really, as many times as I tried to bring up the star calendar, all this, the stars falling, it didn't seem like that was the main priority. And then when we were faced before the scepter itself, and I told the being I wanted to take it, he didn't judge or anything. He stated what would happen if I did it. That it would kill everything that they'd started. A piece of Booker's town, basically. Like if this is all started from Glaea's, from his very being. And it just felt so wrong. And that's why when I asked Dante last session, like what he knew of Falael's vision and why he trusted him and why he was devout, and he didn't even give really a straight answer about it. And then in the dream itself, it just seemed like everything was wrong. It seemed like everything I followed was wrong. It seemed like he didn't care about anything of which this Corvana, or like what could possibly happen to this continent. It was just building something. It was just like an empire, and we were just pieces. And it just started to feel wrong and gross. And like I was misled, and all the work that I thought I put in just felt wrong. And now that I've decided that I thought it was wrong, and I'm staying with that thought, that to put myself in such a position, fine, but now to have everyone else believe in what I've seen, and to also be in such a terrible situation, and Dante's passing from something that I could have potentially stopped. I mean, there's despair there, but now I'm just trying to figure out what to do and how to fix it. Feel what's right, and stick with the roots of seeking the truth, I guess, and how to fix it.
Which is more frustrating, do you think? That you can't seem to find the truth? Or that it has been obscured from you?
I think it's that I can't find it. Or maybe I believed in it, and, you know. Like searching and never... Just that's it, just searching.
seeking, perhaps?
Yeah.
Very well. The night grows long. Booker, what do you do next?
After enough time reflecting, I'll get up. I'll take a couple steps. I'll look back upon Dante's grave. And I'll walk inside. I won't say anything to Byron, I'm just going in.
Just for the record, I put 3 bedrolls here and then 2 on the other side, or like separated for the women.
Okay. All right. And so, everyone settles in for the night. People do their watches. And oh boy, does some shit happen.
Wait, what now?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, as everyone camps for the night to recover from the intensity, 2 things happen. First, everyone is awakened in the middle of the night by the sound of crashing stone and the earth shaking. Everyone except Booker. And that is because Booker has a most terrible dream. One moment, please. Hold on, I gotta load a lot here. Second. You guys hear that, right?
The chimes.
Yes.
Good.
Do you think I should stay at my computer, or do you think I'm fine to go to my balcony and listen to this?
You'll...
Like, is there things you're gonna show me? Because I'll just stay. It's fine.
I'd stay for the first bit.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. You awaken, Booker, with an intense pain in your eye. Let me know when you're loaded.
Loaded.
I'm here.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Anybody else hear that?
Yeah. I was. Yeah.
What the fuck? All right. All right. Load it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Could barely see his token. Blends in so well.
Sorry, my whole thing just shut off. I have to refresh. Sorry. It's not happy with me.
That's a lot of colors. And by a lot, I mean like 3.
Okay.
No.
Anyway. Alright, Booker. As you awaken, you find that you are in the dream once more. But you're dreaming this time. As you look down, you see yourself without the scars of your body, but rather the trappings of your soul. For skinwalkers, it's their hybrid form that they mostly appear in. But you can appear as whatever you'd like. Whatever you think is closest to who you truly are.
What do I see before me?
At first, you see the constant twisting of gnarled roots of thought. Like strings on a board, connecting points, topics, truth, and plot. It appears before you in a random mix match of all sorts of different and strange twists, truths, and broken pieces. You feel yourself almost being exposed. Like you're seeing something that you're very familiar with, but have no knowledge of. And then there is a shuddering through the dream. You suddenly feel that you are not alone. Behind you, you feel the presence of something. Something non-threatening, but powerful in its subtlety. You turn to look.
I do.
As you turn to look, you see that there is someone seated on the gnarled roots of the different pieces, the boards of truth and plot and suspicion. And what you see before you appears to be a very strange-looking creature. Humanoid, colored red, with a head full of floating antlers, and bound in white tape. It wears a strange assortment of tribal wear. The creature's top of its face is covered, but the bottom, there is only a smiling pair of lips. And then you see this creature here before you.
They're sitting down. Is there a table in front of them?
No, just more of the gnarled roots.
Okay.
Greetings, traveler.
Technically speaking, it should be I that greets you. After all, I was the one that asked you here. Apologies. The little intricacies, coincidences, and foibles of the mortal realm are quite humorous. I can assure you that I mean you no harm, and that I only wish to talk.
But of course, then. I'd be so inclined to listen. Could I get a name, perhaps? What can I call you?
This is one of my favorite games.
Tell you what, I shall tell you one of my names. And as we continue to converse, you can ask me again. And if I am continued to be amused by what you say, I will answer. How does that sound?
Sounds interesting. You've got my attention.
My first
Where do
name
we start?
is the Wanderer. For wandered I have, to many different places, more places than most would care to even believe. My presence is oftentimes subtle, perhaps even more subtle than my counterparts. But I have found Corvinus to be most interesting as a continent. It is a realm that is devoid of proper divinity, and yet has within it those that exude conduit to divinity. A conduit that is improperly filled, whose zealotry spills out and blankets the continent. I find it to be most amusing to watch this church struggle mightily against the very visage of itself. And yet, the counterparts from my home realm seem to have found their way here, vying for their souls, as it were, followers, believers in faith. Such things that all of us need in order to live. And yet, here is my conundrum. I normally don't like to get involved, but Ezekine, Olakenhai, and Runetheris are seeking to control
the movements of knowledge. And I do think that it is quite unfair that they've been playing without an opponent. A proper opponent. One who understands the power of a secret and why they should be kept. Which brings me to you, and why I have contacted you. You've been a very naughty boy. You have angered Lord Woad, jettisoned from the dream, and yet I have found your shadows everywhere. Each and every time you use that little power of yours, each and every time a truth sought, a shadow clinging onto the secrets yet unfurled. Ravenous your hunger for them are, the truths you seek, the secrets you veil to unravel. Such secrets, however, have a guardian. You needn't fear. I am not here to stop you. I am hopeful that I might convince you. You see, secrets are more important than perhaps even you might realize. It is with secrets that the world is built. It is the secrets on which creation is built. My counterparts presume that to know and to deign whom should know are the most important aspects. But they are not. There is far more meaning in what you do not know. After all, knowledge becomes stagnant. But ignorance is potential, you see. For that is the only act in which knowledge becomes. Potential realized, innovation demanded, and the world continued. I oftentimes do not involve myself directly in mortal life. They tend to make secrets of their own. Small, paltry secrets, those that dance and to and fro, and not meaningless, but rather boring. Whom loves whom, who stole from whom, and whom is to blame for an injustice. Such secrets are run-of-the-mill, but there are greater ones, powerful ones, that require guarding. And what you do not realize is the marking on your eye is an indication that you have more potential than most to seek them. Yet I have come to supposit an alternate course, seeing as how you have abandoned what fate's design was meant for you. Perhaps you would consider an alternative approach. See instead the power of secrets and their need to be guarded. And that is why I have brought you here, within the shadow of your own mind, for that is where we are. You stand upon the eye shattered, and look at what your truth has wrought. And you will feel yourself expand outwards. And you see it. All the coiling facts and strings of plot connecting to the ancients. Connecting to stars yet unfallen. All the pieces of what you are. You'll feel yourself fall back in. You see, you've been quite busy. Truly accomplished. A gold star and all that. More accomplished than most when it comes to finding out the truth of things. But there are some things that should not be learned so easily. And the problem with knowledge is that it tends to make more of itself at a faster and faster rate, leading to the ruin of those who are unable to handle it. Look upon the Metherians. Their knowledge has increased tenfold. And yet they are still blinded by their faith. Imagine the damage that can be dealt if they are allowed to learn the secrets of the world in the name of a faceless goddess. Imagine instead the secret whereabouts of the circles revealed to the druids, that they might seek them out, and this war continues. Perhaps even the secret of the Isle of Mana, given to those unworthy of it, to go there and to simply fill the belly of the beast that waits for them. 'Tis a touching thing, you see. What secret could be revealed, what could not. That is what I am for, and for those that follow as my keepers. That is why I have come to you. You seek truth, but not darkly. You seek to remember, but not completely. You believe that there is good to be done, but not good at the source. Bereft with no harbor, you are lost in a sea of questions. And I shall light your way to the shore of understanding, but only if you agree to fly the flag of secrets. What say you?
He will give a couple claps.
Well, well. A true wordsmith, honestly, bestowed in your presence. I've been waiting to have such a conversation with someone like your own. To see the inky stains upon the tapestry of fate that you've been watching, each one connecting and dipping into another. You speak of names that are larger than my own, ones that I would intrude myself upon, some unbeknownst, some with anger to be followed. And you see their presence as a hindrance, possibly something even more. And now you look down, just as much as those above, to those who follow this Materia, their wild ways. They can only really truly see the truth once it's too late. I mean, surely you see it the same. There's no doubt. Until the last star were to fall, or when the last ancient would rise up. But of course, by then, far too late. And of course, it's interesting. You seem to have eyes all over. Intriguing, really. A seeker of truth, or a seeker of seekers. To be had and made, that's what's interesting me. What are you a keeper really of? And you throw out names just to bite me and bait me forward. Think you can drop something like the Isle of Mana right on my lap? You know what intrigues me. You know what I seek. And I won't say any otherwise. You've got my attention. This is sure. The puzzle pieces you see before you, I've been mismatching and turning. None of it fitting. And now finally, I speak to somebody who just wants me to see the board for what it is. Not the pieces that are important to them, but the whole board. The table of which they can be placed and bestowed upon. And I think it's what I need. If I'm being honest with you, I've been selective about what I've been hearing thus far. Maybe there's things that I left behind. I get too obsessed in one matter or another that things that are right in front of me pass right over or through. And it happens far too often. A steadied gaze is where I need help. And that's just the fucking truth. What say you?
Did you forget our game already?
Boss. And what name could you bestow upon me? And don't try the shade of regret. I've already met a couple of those.
It is as you said. My name is the Seeker. And you're quite right. A seeker of seekers. For it is not so much the secret that interests me. It is what will be done to seek it and keep it. The turmoil of the keeper versus the seeker. The conflict. It is the churning lifeblood. It is perhaps more important than the breath in your lungs or the beat of your heart. For that is what desire is at its truest base. To experience that which you have not experienced before. The value of which is depicted by how few experience it. 'Tis true in gold. 'Tis true in life. 'Tis true in love. But every secret needs its guardian, and there are some that would cheat the method of seeking. They would call upon the gods of knowledge, as they are called. One to seek truth unbidden, one to seek truth most hesitant, and one to record all things with not a hint of drama or joy. Foolish brands, all of them. My offer to you is quite simple. You already know more than you realize. I shall tell you. And together, guard the secrets of this world. 'Tis as simple as that. Does this interest you?
That's been what I've been looking for. Of course, it's never that easy, right? I mean, I feel like I've been down this route before, far too many times to count, but everything changed when I came to Govanus. No, things were different here. It wasn't like other squabbles to be found amongst the other mainland or home, no. Something far more, many hands in the same pool. It seems everybody's gaze is brought here. Well, of course, there's many questions of why now, why here. But it's just like you said, I might know more than I realize, but that infinite well of knowledge that is so deep that I could stick my hand in that nothing would come through, like a bottle never ending to drink, but no bottom to be found. When there's too many questions, it muddles the whole thing. Just as you said. An opportunity for a bat like me. And of course, I only ask if I were to accept such an opportunity. What could I call you?
The creature will smile. And it will say, I am known as the Riddler. And such a riddle it is. The ancients are watching. How quaint. I would show you their names, their meaning, their purpose, from whence they came, from what they shall do, and indeed, how the world's threads tie as one. Does that interest you?
Very much so. From my start, anyway, I believe Agamemnon. An interesting one, to be sure. He's on my list, but there's others. I can't say how many. Apparently they are watching. And of course by now. That's what I keep wondering to myself. Enough that you could even be interested in such an ideal. But please, if I could be frank, enlighten me of those who are watching. And please, with such fortuitous nature, give me a name of yours that you could bear that matches with such a title of the ancients.
You will suddenly feel the energy in the room shift. It grows and shifts and changes, becoming more and more potent. The otherwise subtle presence of this stranger grows in its capacity. And then it will answer. I am the Lord of Secrets, bearer and protector of the shades of ignorance, the bliss of the unknowing, the safety of the innocent. There is great danger in knowledge of my counterpart. One seeks to control it. One seeks to sacrifice its control of it. And the other seeks to do nothing at all but watch. That is not the case with myself. In secrets, the world was forged. In secrets, the world was saved. And in secrets, it shall be done again. You have played the game well. Speak the final words. May the five manifest.
It would appear the ancients are watching. But what can I really call you?
My name is Wandox. Booker awakens to the yell of his allies as they are assaulted by the thrums of the ruffling of the earth, the rumbling of the stone and rock, and the sound of great calamity happening not so far away.
Ah, holy fucking shit!
What's going on?
Holy fucking fuck! Excuse me. Good morning.
Alright, so everyone, you've just felt a massive earthquake. The entire area is shaking.
Oh no.
What do you do?
Get out of the house. Get out.
Get lost.
Get out.
Everyone move!
Outside.
I'm gonna put out the fire here.
Alright.
Get out of the house.
Can you move me
Wait,
outside the house?
Wait, it's
And
outside.
then run. Oh.
Thank you.
Get into a clear area.
Draw my swords.
Okay, what you see is the area where the wood symbol was. You could see it erupt with the shadows that had consumed it. Black ichorous corruption pours out of it. And from this distance, you can see many strange-looking creatures
Oh no.
almost like walking trees. And on closer inspection, you can see them, like mannequins made of bamboo, begin to pour out from the shadows and assault the nearby elements. Their numbers are hundreds. Soon, they will sweep this area.
Run?
Run.
If they get
Run.
access to
Okay.
the other elements,
What do we do?
I suggest
we-
running.
Running
How much
where?
If we let them overrun the
uh,
area,
do we know?
think of the destruction that will happen.
Do we know?
There's
where
hundreds
the
of them. We can't
closest-
stand that.
Do we know where the closest element thing is,
It's wood.
other than wood?
No.
Okay.
Would our map perhaps show it?
No.
Okay.
I think we need to get to.
I mean, it shows where it is, but not how far away it is. It's not an accurate map to that regard.
I think we
Okay.
need to go to the place.
Will,
that
will we be
shoot
able
us.
to? Will we be able to approximate how long it would take?
Not really.
Based on, okay.
Not
Can
to
I
any
do a-
degree of accuracy.
Okay.
Can I do a certain something to help with that calculation?
Like what?
Primeval awareness.
That only tells you about creatures, not objects and places.
Damn it.
Also, that takes 10 minutes.
Damn it.
Would you like to stand here for 10 minutes?
Guys,
Probably not.
no,
Probably
not really.
not.
We should probably grab some.
Just grab some rations and we just head to the town for now. We need to just get out of here.
We should probably grab some stuff for their withdrawals too.
Only thing I could think of is maybe going back quickly and checking to see if maybe the shadows over the wood grove.
Wait, you're saying the
Is
samurai
gone.
lost?
Well, that's what it looks to be. But I'm just saying maybe we go back to the wood grove. Maybe the shadows are gone and we can go back in and see what happened. there.
The creatures
I
will
don't
start to
think-
come down
No.
the mountain.
I-
Run!
Are
Run!
they-
Don't
Are they
think-
coming? Are they coming down from where the wood grove was?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah,
We need to just
go
leave.
Okay, I'm leaving.
the opposite way.
That's
yeah,
towards it.
that was the way.
that's the right way.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
we go.
This is the way out.
fucking-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go the way out.
Run!
I cannot move, but I follow the party.
South or this way?
Here, just gather your party, and I'll venture
Okay.
you forth. All right. And so,
Fix that eventually.
I like.
But that can
Hold on, I gotta refresh. My system is breaking. I have no idea why. Sorry, refreshing.
Well, there goes our plans for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in terms of the ley lines, we might have to find a different way.
Mm. I think we're really gonna have to wait out your guys'.
And because, somebody in chat might say, I thought he wasn't allowed in the dream. Yeah, when he's awake.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is this taking so
the
long? to
DM
fu-
knows what he's doing.
Well, I just.
No.
Okay.
If you want to get out alive. Oh,
Holy shit, I finally loaded?
You finally loaded!
You loaded just in time. Bye, we're going.
Bye, have a good night time.
That's
Okay.
the best comedic timing.
We have Dante's 9 rations. We've got
I am
this
on the
fast.
wrong map, by the way.
Oh, good.
Well, with you and me having you doing survival checks and I have jack of all trades, I can aid you.
All right, what I need to
that
know is where you guys are going. Which
Uh,
direction?
Before,
Oh,
before we
God.
do that,
We
Well, fuck,
had
I mean,
Fine.
DMing. Got it.
we kind of can't go back right now because they're coming towards us. They're coming towards from this direction, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're spreading out
Yep.
like this.
They're surrounding them. Yeah, we can't go into the village now.
so alright.
We can either go towards the Glass City or
Are they
towards
going to
Lafayette.
attack the village though?
Fucking
Not a
knows.
problem.
Who knows?
Well, if we defend the village, then
No.
maybe we can save
No,
face.
we will
From
be dead.
hundreds of rock ducks. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
We
the
could-
thing. From
at the
hundreds of
mo-
them.
At
Alright,
the
well-
most, we would be able to give enough time for citizens to retreat.
Yeah.
So, you could attempt to run for Doris, but
It's too risky.
I mean, if I catch you, that's certain death.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
why
well,
I go.
We got
we just
three
gotta.
week journey to Laffit, or we got 2 to 3 month journey to City of Glass. Those are the only two options. And 2 to 3
Well,
months with our survival odds is like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we need to go this way. We have no other choice.
We go east. I think
yeah.
we agree east.
And Lafayette, we have a good chance of a better chance, anyways, of probably getting
me-
rid of the addiction.
And once we
I
get
also
over
feel that the undead of the Razor Cliffs will combat against the whatever's happening with Doris.
What the fuck? Alright, can we just
What?
go east?
Yeah, I just don't know what that was.
Turning to the east.
All
I
right.
was gonna say,
So, go ahead. What were you saying, Brutus?
I was gonna say that me and Dalos are from Razor Cliff, so once we get in the area, we will
Oh, that's
have
true.
more knowledge
Yeah.
That's true.
of it. So
So,
I mean, would me being from the Misted Lands help with traveling through the Misted Lands at all?
do you have survival trained?
No.
No.
Cries.
Okay.
They could help you with
Don't worry.
like culture and local lore, but no.
Okay.
Okay, so sounds like to me that the party has decided to go to the east towards Lafayette. Yes.
Correct,
Yeah.
Mondo.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Congratulations. Now that you have chosen a route, I can now tell you your new campaign name. Your
Yay.
new campaign name is the Silver Star.